Hi folks, welcome to my kitchen, welcome to my channel What to Cook. Today I'm going to show you one of my husband's recipes this time. He's from St. Vincent and he taught me this dish. It's called Ital Rice. Apparently he used to have a lot of friends, Rastafarian friends, and they used to make this dish, and he showed me how to do it. So let me show you how it's done. I'm going to start with 1.5 cups of rice. I'm using pigeon peas in the can. I'm going to use the whole can, liquid everything. I have some coconut milk from the can too as well. I'm going to use half of that. Half can of coconut milk. That should do it. And I'm going to put the rest in another container and put it in the freezer. I'm going to put this on the stove. I'm going to add some more water to this. About a cup of water to let the rice cook properly. And I'm going to put one Maggi cube to this. Let me show you what the Maggi cubes look like. It looks like this. See that? This is the vegetarian one. Okay, let me put this on the stove, let that boil a bit. Okay, here's my shrimp. Just a few pieces of shrimp. They're kind of big, so I don't need that many. I'm going to squeeze some lime juice into here. Let this soak a bit to cut off some of the freshness, reduce the freshness. And then I'll season the shrimp. I'll leave the piece of the lime here a bit. Okay, I have 3 seasoning pepper. Basically the reason they call them seasoning pepper, it just adds flavor to your food and it's not really that spicy, not really that hot. So just basically remove the head, the top of them like that. Cut down the center. Remove the seeds. Like I said, they're not that hot, so I can feel safe to put my fingers on the seeds. So I'm going to wash out these that I just chopped up, clean out, and then chop them up a bit. Okay, here I am back. I'm just going to stack them up like this. Let me get a bigger knife. And just stack it up. Oh, my little clumsy. Smell it. Even though they're not that hot, the smell is there. So I'm going to season the shrimp with this, with some dry herb, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of salt. Right, so there's your seasoning pepper chopped up. The next ingredient I'm going to use is pak choy. We call it pak choy in Trinidad, but apparently it's internationally known as bok choy. But like I said, we call it pak choy in Trinidad. Just a different of one letter. Okay, so I'm going to cut off the end here. What I like to do, wash it off properly. Now you see the end here has a bit of a little dirt, so I'm going to clean off all of that and then chop it up finely. Let me just wash it off and I'll be back. Okay, I washed out the pak choy. I'm going to cut it in half just so you can see easily. Just basically cut it like this. And that's it for your pak choy. Alright, lovely. Okay, time to season the shrimp. I'm going to add a small bit of lime juice again, just for a little flavor. Dry herbs that I have, dry seasoning that I have here. Very tasty. There's no salt in this dry seasoning, so I'll still put a little bit of salt, small bit garlic powder, As you notice, I cut up the shrimp a little small into smaller pieces, and I'm going to add the seasoning pepper into here. Okay. I'm going to add the rest of seasoning pepper to my pot with the rice. Mix this up a bit, and then let me just go and check the rice to see what's happening. I'm going to add the shrimp last. My husband likes to add the shrimp with the rice, everything, but I said, sweetie, I call him sweetie. I said, you know, you can't put the shrimp too quick because it's going to get kind of rubbery, you know. But he doesn't believe me. Anyway, I'll be back. Okay, so here's my rice almost cooked. I think I may add a little bit of water. I don't want it too grainy. But I'm going to add the pak choy now, let it cook properly. Pak choy doesn't take long to cook. It's just the white section I want to get. The white part of the pak choy, this part here, I'm just going to show you. This part. I want that part to cook properly. So add a little bit of water. Add the balance of the seasoning pepper in here. And like I said, I'll add the shrimp last. And just cover the pot, let the heat cook the shrimp. Looking good. Almost done. This is basically a one-man pot. I shouldn't say one-man pot, you know, one pot cook. Everything in one pot. I think what I'll do, I'll cover it, let the steam finish cook the rice. There is the rice almost ready. I'm going to add the shrimp. And like I said before, I'll just cover the pot. I have the fire very low right now. So I'll let the steam cook the shrimp. We like to leave the shell on the tail of the shrimp. We like to leave that on. All right. And cover it again. Let the rice dry up properly. Okay, there's your Ital rice. As you remember, I used pak choy in my recipe, but I really would have liked to have gotten some dasheen bush, but I can't get that in the BVI here where I live, so I use a pak choy. I had to substitute with something. So my husband liked to have it served with some tomatoes, so here's your Ital rice served with some few slices of tomatoes. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye.